magical can.
My magical can. My magical can.
My magical can.
Hello my friends, hello my friends. How you doing this evening? How you doing today? How's life treating you? I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, by the way. I hope all is well at home. We're doing pretty good here at Strictly Business, and there's no wealth without health. My dear friends, today is another wonderful day that God has made and has permitted us to be part of it. In this program today, we're going to deal with some issues with regard to there's no wealth without health. But before going into that, we want to thank our sponsors for keeping this program alive and well. We want to thank Nagico. Nagico, thank you so much. We want to thank Nagico for helping us for a number of years now, keeping this program on air and keeping us alive. We also want to thank our friends over at St. Martin Harbor Holding Company. St. Martin Harbor Holding Company, thank you so much. The gateway to this economy. We want to thank them for helping us. We want to thank them for always being there for us. St. Martin Harbor Holding Company and Nagico. We also want to thank Insulair. You want to go to Curacao, you want to go to Aruba, you want to go to Suriname, you want to go to the United States of America through Curacao, you go to Insulair, you want to go to Santo Domingo, you want to go to Haiti. If you're in Haiti, you want to go to Miami, you do it with Insulair, my friends. That's right. Insulair, thank you so much, Mr. Devine. Thank you so much. We also want to reach out to Photogums. Yep, Photogums. Our friends over Photogums take care of us for over 10 years now. It's a long time. Photogums, thank you. It's a pleasure to do work for you and with you. Photogums, right here in the Bush Road. Every day is a good day to take a picture. My dear friends, you got to take a picture while you can. Whether it's marriage, whether it's birth, even at death sometimes, it's good to take pictures. 20 years from now, you know, that's the way it took place. Photogums. Thank you, GBE, my dear friends. GBE is back with us, and we are very, very grateful for that. Make sure you pay your bills on time. Pay your bills on time at GBE. Yep, you use the water, you use the light. Rolex, they cut my light. Yes, they're going to cut it if you don't pay your bills on time. Water and light, water and electricity, my friends, are very, very scarce commodities. And it would be wise to take good care of them. It would be wise to take care of your water and your light, to economize on your water and your light. You're not using a room, turn the lights off. You're not using the air conditioner, turn it off. Nobody's in the room and the air conditioner blasting. Guess for whom? Nobody. Turn it off. You're washing your car, throw the water in a bucket. I do it. Nothing wrong with that. Throw the water in a bucket and you take it out and wash your car. You're washing the dishes, throw the water in a pail. Don't have the pipe just running. Water ain't free. We got to pay for it. And when the bill is high, I'm sorry. When the bill is high, we have a tendency to say, Lord, this bill is so high. You use the people who have to pay for it. You use the people late, pay for it. So I try to economize myself, my friends. Just like when I tell you, when you go to the casinos, don't go with your cards. That's right. You're going to the casinos, what are you doing? Carrying your debit card, your credit card, your bank card. What do you want to do? Enrich these people? The people are rich enough. Don't take your casino cards. Don't take your business cards, meaning your bank card, your Visa card, your American Express card, and all other cards where you could draw money in the ATM. It's bad enough that casinos around the world have ATMs inside of their casinos. You couldn't stop that. So since they put ATMs in the casino, you leave your card home. All right? Yes. You go to the $10, $20, you have a little time, and you call it that. The casinos are into making money. That's their business, and that's okay. Nothing's wrong with that. you don't give away yours. You go to $10, $20, you have a little drink, you have something to eat. It's entertainment. Don't forget. Just last evening, I passed at a friend's home, a lady, very good friend of mine, whose name I shall not call. And she said, "Relax, I'm heading down west." I told you I'm going to call your name. I told you I'm going to talk about it. Because it's nobody's business what anybody's going to do. But the issue is important. She said, "Rolex are going down west to do some work." So what kind of work are you going to do, my dear? She said, "I'm going to do some work. A couple of talks." I said, "What are you saying?" She said, "Yes, I'm going to do some talks." My friends, the world have changed a lot. There are many different types of procedures that can be done to the human body today. And every day you read, I just did some downloading, some printing from the internet, and there are so many procedures that can be done to enhance beauty, to improve health, to make one feel better about one's self. Nothing is wrong with all of that, in my humble opinion. Nothing is wrong with cosmetic surgery. If you ask me if I'm going to do it, no. But at the same time, I don't feel bad about my body. I don't feel bad about myself. For the last years, 20, 25 years, I've been in the gym, in and out. I feel right now my waist is getting a little heavy, so I'm putting some attention, more attention to the waist. But as time passes and you get older, fat hangs around the waist and the hips where women are concerned. What I do exercises, I walk, I swim, I do sit-ups, I do various types of exercises to try to keep the weight in balance. If I had a weekend where I ate some cake, I love cake, light cake, man. Eat some cake, or I had some white bread, which I don't usually eat. So there's a lot of carbohydrates in what I eat. What I do on Monday, man, I go in the gym or I go on the beach and I go crazy. Meaning I push the body hard to burn those extra calories. Some of us don't do that. We choose a different way to get rid of excess weight. We call that weight loss surgery. We call it cosmetic procedures, etc. Let me run through a couple of them here real quick with you. Tummy tuck around the belly. It's funny sometimes, let's leave that alone. Tummy tuck, taking fat from around the navel, go around to the back. Liposuction is literally sucking fat from around the waist, from around the thighs, the bottom area, and sometimes the breast area. Breast reduction. Body contouring after major weight loss. I know a good friend of mine again, whose name I shall not call, lost over 100 pounds. This good lady lost a lot of weight, not by liposuction or any other related procedure, but through hard work, exercise, dieting, etc. It's hard. Either way, it's hard. Then we have, the body contouring after weight loss. So sometimes when people lose weight, the skin, and especially if you lose weight fast, my humble recommendation would be try to pace yourself, as we would say. Try to take your time and do it. Tell yourself, we are in the middle of the year, for instance. You tell yourself, for Christmas, I want to have my body looking like this. I want to drop some weight. I want to tighten up my thighs. I want to tighten up my arms. And you go to work. You exercise. You watch your diet. You drink a lot of water. You sleep. Get enough rest. Avoid stress. And you normally will reach your desired weight. What happens when you take your time? Your skin, for instance, the arms, right? Some people's arms get big. And when it drops so much weight, the skin under the arm, or sometimes at the bottom of their legs, their thighs, the skin get loose because they dropped weight and they dropped it fast. So the skin did not get time to adjust. Because if you drop weight gradual over time, the skin will adjust itself slowly but surely to the point that it doesn't become too loose. When it becomes loose, you got to cut that skin out. You could do it around the waist also. Sometimes around the waist, or sometimes from childbirth. Okay, from childbirth, what they call that in Dutch? Women get what they call an hangbuik, a pot belly, we say in English, without a bunch of bears, but she carried the babies. So that stretches the muscles around the stomach, it stretches the skin around the stomach, and some people don't like it. So you go and you get rid of that excess skin or the excess fat. You have thigh lift and you have arm lift. That's what I explained to you. The moving or the getting rid of that skin or that extra skin. You have what we call hand rejuvenation, also one of those procedures. You have bariatric surgery. Very simple bariatric surgery. Simple in terms of your stomach, your belly, where you store your food when you eat, has a certain size. That size could be reduced through surgery, could be cut down, that it becomes smaller. And when it becomes smaller, you reach the point of saturation faster, which means with less food, my belly full. And it has worked a lot, it has worked well for a lot of people. So did tummy tuck, so did liposuction, arm lift, thigh lift, scar revision. We have something nowadays that we call, and when I heard it in Miami advertising on the radio, I had to smile somewhat. Something that's called vaginal rejuvenation. What is vaginal rejuvenation? It's a very simple procedure, really, to explain that, the operation is not as simple. Women sometimes, after childbirth, one or more, and it has to do with genes, it has to do with the kind of skin you inherit in your family. The walls of the vagina get loose. The lips of the vagina get loose because of childbirth. There's those operations now, vaginal rejuvenation, that tightens those walls. So, ladies, if you're having that problem at home, go to your doctor and let him refer you to professionals that do these types of procedures. And that is the reason I wanted to do this program today. Surgeons perform hundreds of cosmetic body procedures each year around the world. Some of those procedures, most of them today, are successful, and some of them end up in horror stories. I know of a case in Curacao where a lady left her family and went to a country in South America. And she wanted to surprise her family because she was going to do a breast reduction. Her tete too big, so she wanted to make them smaller. She wanted to do some liposuction around the waist. She wanted to do reduce the thighs because she thought they were too big. She wanted to do some liposuction around the bottom area. To make a long story short, she died. Given a moment, the family wanted to know where she was. Eventually, they found out she was in South America getting these procedures done. And next thing you know, they called the family and say, so-and-so is dead. Come and pick up her body. We know the story of Kanye West's mother. Also died doing cosmetic surgery. And many more. And those stories of those of those people that died. There's some procedures that go wrong, terribly wrong. I know of a situation in Curacao also, where a lady's small intestine, the small intestine twisted during one of those procedures in one of those countries. When your small or large intestine twists, it basically means that the food coming through that becomes waste at one point, once it leaves the small intestine and goes to the large intestine, it becomes waste and through the anus leaves the body. Now, when you have a situation that the small intestine twists, it basically means food can't come through. Food cannot come through. Which means that you have a rotting procedure. You always have rotting that takes place in the body. Yeast processing, as we say in Dutch, the yeasting of foods, the rotting of foods. It takes place in the body. It's just part of the chemical process. But this is worse because now stuff started back up in your system. This particular person was lucky. They have had situations where people died from this. My dear friends, I'm using this opportunity to caution ladies, my friend whose name I shall not call, to, in the first place, make sure you go to established clinics. Make sure you go to recognized doctors down west. Whether you're going west or you're going south, South America. Why am I saying this? There are a lot of charlatans throughout the world, even in Miami, United States of America, as big as it is and as controlled as these procedures are. There are a lot of charlatans. They give you a story, boy, and let me tell you. When they finish telling you how good they are, you tell a man, do my surgery now. No, without no anesthesia, man. Cut me up. Friends, there are always risks. There are always risks. Do not do too many procedures one time. Take your time. If that's the way you want to go, if the way you want to reach your ideal body is through cosmetic surgery, no problem. It's the way of the world. Yeah. Nowadays, you got teenage girls and boys doing cosmetic surgery. As a matter of fact, you have a whole movement now in the States of little boys don't want to be little boys, they want to be girls. So they take their penises off and give them a vagina and make them a little girl. They have little girls that want to be boys. They change the vagina into penis, make them a little boy. If it's right or wrong, I'm not going to get into that right now, but it's taking place. If you want to do a belly tuck, I told my friend, whose name I shall not call, I told her, pace yourself. Don't do too many procedures one time. It puts a lot of pressure on the heart, puts a lot of pressure on the entire body, the entire system. You understand? If you're going to do some liposuction around the waist, now we're going to do sit-ups. We're going to do twists. We're going to do sit-ups. We're going to do a little bit of dieting and try to get this belly here, try to get it down. If you choose to go that route, be careful. Don't go by no butchers. I've seen one or two people on the island that had stuff done abroad, and they were properly butchered. I've also seen facelifts. They have certain procedures how they cut in the back here and they pull the scalp back. Fantastic. Not a trace. You can't. I mean, some of these doctors, some of these boys are geniuses. I remember a lady. She had no breasts, and I used to cut my hair and do my nails by her. And I walk in a day and meet the lady with her nice big titties like this. She said, "Rolex, you want to see them?" I said, "Sí, yo quiero verlo." He said, "Look at them, man." I said, okay. The good lady had 2 perfectly fitted breasts, wonderful breasts, man, that she had implanted. In the past, as a matter of fact, there was a good friend of mine that passed away some years back. And this lady had lost a breast, as a matter of fact, because of breast cancer. And listen to how ironic life is. She lost the breast because of breast cancer, God bless her soul. Went and do an implant, and those days they used to do this implant that sometimes if it leaks in your system, it can give you cancer. My friends, why am I telling you these things? I'm telling you these things to understand the different issues you must deal with when you are going to implant breasts. When another lady too, she had no bottom at all. As we used to say when we were children, she used to sit on her back. She went down west, and she came back with a healthy looking bottom. Again, nothing's wrong with that. But weigh the benefits against the risks. Study it well before you do it. In Anguilla, they just do it. I heard they got some good boys over there. I heard some. And you hear ladies talk about it all the time. Even men nowadays, some men just have to implant, want to go implant chest. Happens too. I just lift weights. I get them from different weights. But it has to do with personal choice. You got different type of procedures you can do for your teeth also. Some nice procedures. I mean, imagine what the world is going to be in the next 25 years. You know, anything you want, you just walk in and buy. Some women, on the other hand, want to have a little bottom. I can remember as a child where a big bottom used to be out of style. You know, just to make women with bottom feel like they're inferior. You know, and black women sometimes want to look like white women, because white women in general, they're not gifted with the bottom. Nowadays, you have a lot of white women that are paying to get good bottom, because that's what the times require. You have women too that buy pants with the bottom already in the pants, padded pants. So the thing is, my friends, I'm always a little skeptical to go under the knife for cosmetic sake. If you have to go under the knife, for instance, if you have to do a little operation on an appendix or something, I would say, if it's possible, so try to combine it, because you got to go under the knife anyhow. As I said, if it's possible because it's two different procedures. And I'm not a surgeon. I'm a biologist, I'm a chemist. But the trick is to inform, get information. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time and do the procedures one at a time. If you want bigger breasts, bigger bottom, smaller legs, smaller waist, give yourself a year. Spread it over a period of time. Do one procedure at a time, slowly, and let your body adapt, gain your strength, go back. Let your body adapt, gain your strength, go back. Because I believe in Kanye West's mother case, I think she was a woman in her 50s. When you're in your 50s, you're not a baby no more. The body can't take that beating like when you're in your 20s, your 30s. So be cautious, take it slow, build your body up with good nutrition before you go into surgery, get a lot of rest before you go into surgery, then venture into doing that. You go down to your doctors, you go down to the surgeons, you do research, you go try to see if you find patients that were by these people before. Don't let them tell you how good they are. Let other people tell you how good or bad they are. And after you've done all of that, then you descend in prayer. Consult with your maker, and then you move. My dear friends, I'm going to close. I surely hope that I was able to shed a little light on a very, very new topic. It's the first time we spoke about it. And that you will be cautious with the next move you make. Give us a call, 553-7580, 553-7580, 553-7580, or julian.rolox@yahoo.com. Tune in once again, right here on SOS Radio, 95.9, right here on 95.9, or on cable television, Dutch and Martin, 6:30 every Monday evening. Or we'd like to thank our friends also over at WTN. WTN, thank you so much for helping us out, putting our programs on the air. We want to thank our friends over at MSR Television. Our friends over at MSR, Monsieur Jean, merci beaucoup. Give us a call at 553-7580. God bless you and have a good evening and stay healthy. There's no wealth without health. Bye-bye.